And I'm back. Off trail fully, including the time I spent in Joshua Tree for about a month. 3 weeks at home. Wasn't really a positive 3 weeks. I couldn't walk, and my diet wasn't exactly dialed in, but I'm back out here now this morning. It's definitely earlier than 7 a.m. and I'm sweating already, but I am happy to be back. No doubt. I am happy to be back. I got about 3 months. Today is May 31st, I believe. And that gives me all June, July, and August to hike and to make some positive changes. You know, got to shed the pounds, no doubt. I mean, it really is something. That's why I'm out here. I mean, I love hiking, but this is different than the AT. This is me just out here exercising. This isn't as much of a pilgrimage. Here's somebody ahead of me. Just met her. She just passed me. Definitely missing my trail friends from when I started, but they're out here. And I met a bunch of people at the campground last night. I took a flight to Burbank, and trying to get to Acton on the train, the Metro Link, I messed up and ended up taking the train right to downtown Los Angeles, which was interesting. Don't need to say much more about it than that. Just interesting. But then I ended up getting on the Metro Link, and Trail Angel, shout out to Ray, he picked me up right at the train station and hit the campground and got started bright and early this morning. Knee feels good, so that's good. I mean, it feels good as of right now. It's still early, but it feels good, so I'm happy to be back. All right, peace and love. You can see the highway down there. I think today's a Saturday, so I guess what I'm going to say next doesn't exactly apply, but I love being up here in the mountains and looking down on the people just going about their day, and here we are living free, I guess. I don't know. It's just an interesting feeling. It first struck me when I was on the AT. You can see 81, the interstate, just ripping along. And, I feel like most people don't know what's going on down here or up here, that there's people up here doing what they're doing. It's a nice thing. I remember rolling into Harper's Ferry on like a Tuesday morning, walking across that bridge. It might have been like 6, 7 a.m. and just a ton of traffic. Just obviously all these people were heading out of town going to work. And there I was just living and chilling. And that moment really stuck with me. And just seeing this highway reminded me of that. We got a town up ahead. I believe that's Agua Dulce. And I would like to camp a couple miles past town tonight. But we'll see how it goes. There is a spot to stay in town if I only do the 10. So that was it. Just a little anecdote about the highway. All right. Take care. All right. That's the trail. At least I think so. Hello. Oh yeah, that goes. Woo! Woo-hoo! Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, didn't like that. Did not like that. Did not like that. Fuck. Where'd he go? I think he's dipping. I don't see him. I don't see him, but I hear him. He's out. Fuck. Pretty cool spot right here. Just left Agua Dulce. Real cool trail angel. Drove us up to the trailhead. I did bail on that 2-mile road walk. I figured I broke the seal jumping ahead, so I didn't feel like walking 2 miles down the road. Let me get up here, but road walk is just not. Had I not broken my seal, I would have done the road walk, no doubt, but things are a little bit different. So most important thing for me right now is just getting out here hiking, and that's what I'm doing. So, you know, trail miles or continuous footsteps, which is not even a thing right now, you know, that's not my primary focus. My primary focus is just being outside and getting out here and trying to get healthy and trying to get back to a former glory. That's, I think, the thing keeping me out here. We'll see if that's we'll see how that goes, but you know, I gotta do my best. So another day out here on the trail. It is June 1st, 2025, and the way I'm thinking about things right now is I have 3 full months. I got all of June, all of July, all of August, a little bit of September, but I'm not gonna even weigh in on that right now. I got, we'll call it 90 days, 3 full months to come out here and make a real difference for myself. And I think I can do it. It's tough. I probably am gonna have to jump some miles. There's a real long dry stretch in about 100 miles from here. I'll probably jump ahead. I don't want to. The most important thing for me right now, and I realized this when I was hurt in that McDonald's, but it was that, you know, when I had to leave the trail, I wasn't upset because of the trail itself. I was upset because I wanted to be out here, with the trail just being like a medium, but not my primary focus. My primary focus is getting out miles, getting outside, and trying to better myself. And the trail is a tool for that. So that was it. That I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to hike. I wanted to be outside. And when I felt like I had lost that, you know, it was not a pleasant feeling. But here I am. Like I said, it was really just the only reason I even made this video right now was because of this beautiful meadow I'm walking through. I guess I don't even know if you call it a meadow. I guess it's not. It's like the side of a hill, but it kind of looks like a meadow over here. And out in the distance, Lynn, I don't think I mentioned it, but we did just leave Agua Dulce. If you look down there, you can see an umbrella. Oh, there it is. Somebody's down there chilling. They'll probably be passing me in no time. I'm not moving so fast. But I did 10 miles yesterday through Vasquez Rocks. It was cool, but man, I was just spent. The heat's a killer out here. I mean, it was like 90 degrees and there's no shade. There's no reprieve from the heat. You know, you can't hide. So today I think it's in the 70s. You see some nice clouds, which is kind of rare. I don't think I've seen any clouds for a minute. So that's it. That's my long rambling. Although it did help me catch my breath a little as I'm doing this climb. This in them right now is a kind of a dry stretch as well. So that's it. I got to get up and around this hill, and there is water, probably about four miles from here. All right, well, I'm gonna keep hitting it. Peace out. they're even out of sight now. Literally in seconds, they're gone. Pretty cool. If I'm guessing, that's Aqua Dolce down there, but it's so hard to even tell. I don't know, something like a 6-mile climb up this mountain. And this is my first climb in a month. And we messed up. I was following a guy up the mountain, and there's the PCT ahead. If you see that cross, we messed up, but no big deal. At least I got to the proper summit. Which is nice. It was the thing that I needed more to climb, but there's water in less than a mile. I'm flush on water. I'm carrying like 3 liters right now. And just really beautiful. You climb and you think, okay, I made it. And then you look over the ridge and you realize you ain't even close to done, bro. there's a never ending. But that's why I'm out here. That's right, that's what you wanted. That's what I asked for, it's what I got. So here I am. All right, I just thought I'd take a nice little view now that I made it to the top of this climb and kind of descent down, and hopefully my knee feels good, but it feels good on the climbs. I think honestly the descents are more my concern with my knee, but I think it feels pretty good. I can see from here the little PCT placard right there. Oh, there it is. That's where I'm going. All right, peace out. Okay, here we are, just north of Walker Pass. You can see the road down there. I've been walking up for, I guess, about an hour exactly. Who knows, probably less than 2 miles from the road. It's been kind of slow. So here we go. This just got over this ridge though, and can see what lies ahead. And this is it. So I just got dropped off at Walker Pass. I had left Tehachapi. I guess I could even start about my last pickup. So this is my journey to this present location. I had hiked only like less than 30 miles. I don't know, something like 26 miles, I think maybe, from Acton, where I started, to Green Valley. And then out of Green Valley, it was a long water carry out of there, and there's really not much going on for a bit. I think, if I recall, I was still a couple days from like a town or anything, and I had hiked about 13 miles into Green Valley, and I got there early. I mean, the hiking went really well. I was early and whatnot, but man, as soon as I got in there, my knees started hurting. And it's like, obviously, what would you expect after like a 7-mile slog? So I ended up wanting to get a room. I figured I'd take a day and chill. And after some advice, I had taken a total of 3 hitches. I think something like 100 miles up trail. So I got to Tehachapi. Spent 2 days in Tehachapi. Knee feels fine at this point, and it did once I got in. I knew I just needed to rest. I'm going to take it easy. So got to Tehachapi, chilled. The best Thai food of my life last night at Tehachapi. Shout out. Yeah, had a good curry there. So this morning, I took a 6:30 bus to Bakersfield, California. And then from Bakersfield, I took a second bus to Lake Isabella. And then from Lake Isabella, I hitchhiked to small town Mount Mesa. And then from Mount Mesa, I hitchhiked again to Walker Pass. The lady who picked me up took me to Walker Pass. Actually had 2 other hikers with her that she had also picked up, I guess, somewhere else down the road. 2 Aussies. So that was funny. So I caught the ride to Walker Pass, and here I am. So currently, as I stand, I am about 50 miles outside of Kennedy Meadows, which marks the end of the desert of Southern California, for which I, knock on wood, as soon as I get there, will have hiked 200 of the 700 miles of desert. So that's the way it goes. I didn't even hike out at Tehachapi. It is a very dry, very hot stretch. And I ended up talking to a dude who got airlifted out by helicopter like 3 days earlier. He was staying at the hotel. So a lot of advice from folks was just to jump right to Walker Pass. And since I've just been hitchhiking my way along, what's one more thumbing ride, I guess, right? But 200 miles, that'll be what I get there. And you know, it is what it is. I did what I can. I got to watch my knee, and you know, it wasn't my intention to be doing it this way, but you know, it is what it is. At least I'm back out. So I came over this ridge. I wanted to tell my little story of the last, I don't know, 2-3 days. Really nice. It's a cool day. I was thinking about chilling. I wasn't really even anticipating going, but I have about a gallon of water on me, and there's more water that's apparently contains uranium about 10 miles ahead. So uranium water, here we come. That's where I would like to set up camp, but I'm just taking it slow. I'm really just chilling. I got, like I said, about 4 days to hike 50 miles, and that wasn't even including today. So I'm just gonna chill. Beautiful day, not so hot, and it's about time I'm out here enjoying and not like killing myself. So 50 miles left of the desert. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do next, but here I am. All right, peace and love. That furthest ridge, I started behind that this morning, like 13 miles back as of right now, and I've been going up and down, and here we are going back up. It is hot out. You can faintly see, I'm going to try to do this, you can see the trail right there, right around there. Get my hand out of there. You see it right there, and then rolls up, and it goes around and around and around until, here we go, back up the other side, get to this crest here, and I have 2 miles downhill to water. So I am looking forward to that. I slept under a pine, not even slept, I laid down under a pine tree for a while in just my boxers. It was very nice. Just laying under a pine tree in my underwear for an hour in the middle of a day. In the middle of a work day, even better. So I guess that's why I'm out here. It just felt right. All right, y'all. Peace out. Just came down this mountain, zigging and zagging. Oh, zigging. LOL. And right now I'm about a quarter mile from water, and I come down, and everything's been so brown today. And I mean, it's a desert. Look at this. You know, look at the dirt. And I come rolling up, and just look at this green oasis. Absolutely beautiful. There's water close. I haven't had water, I guess, maybe like six miles, I guess, was the water source, which actually, all things considered, that's pretty damn good. But looking here at this green oasis, there's a creek running through here. I think it's called Spanish Creek. And I'm pretty sure it's not dry. I think the last comment in the guide was still flowing as of like 6/1, 5 days ago. It's hard to get those updates because I think you need cell phone service to do them. And so if you're at a spot and it's dry and you don't have cell phone service and you can't post about it, but let's get those thoughts out of our head because there's water down here. The next water's in like 13 miles, and that's my plan for tomorrow because I am not dry camping, and I'm definitely not hiking another 13 miles, and I am about out of water. So that's it. I just stumbled upon this green little oasis here in the desert, and wow, really beautiful, really something nice to see. Okay, that was it. It's windy. Today has really exhausted me. I didn't sleep well. I don't think I ate enough the last 2 days. But I come over this peak, not the summit. Summit's up there. But that should be about the end of the climbing for the day, which could not come soon enough. And out in the distance, I hope you can see it. Let me zoom. There are the snow-covered peaks, there you go, of the Sierra Nevada mountains. And there's a big mountain, but I don't think we're crossing that one, but that is where I'm headed. Can we do like this? There you go. Yeah, that's where we're off to. what I've been hiking through and across, and I've only been out for like 6 miles, but I started way too early. It's just been an uphill slog all day. But there it is. Whoopsies. There it is. First glimpse of the Sierra Nevadas. Mount Whitney's out there, highest point in the U.S. Continental U.S., because I guess Denali's higher. I think it's a little over 14,500 feet. A lot of PCT hikers do summit Mount Whitney. At the pace I've been going, I do not anticipate that to be in my future, but who knows. So here I am. All right, that was it. Heading into Kennedy Meadows. We were just in a beautiful valley. I did not film it, but I made it look something like this, just flatter. But here you go, you can see the water down there. Beautiful creek running and some buildings. And this marks about, I believe once we get in there, it'll be mile 703. And it is the end of the desert of the Pacific Crest Trail. Like I said, I only hiked about a third of said desert, which, if I'm being honest, was plenty. It is hot and dry and exhausting. And just coming in these last couple days since I've been out, since Walker Pass, maybe like 5 days. It's been really nice. I mean, it's still pretty deserty. Like I said, but we got trees now and there's water running, and it's the end. So that's a wrap. End of the desert, and push to the Sierras. Here we go. All right, I'm out.